Um, th- this is a very special moment, I think. I think it's in the program, but I might just. Shall I read this? Shall I read this? Or would you like to read it?
No, you read it better than
Okay.
me.
So it's very special that Anna is here. He's a very close colleague, and we've been very good, great personal friends for many years, and they've done, as you heard this morning, some of the great work in Italy in early intervention. And this is why this meeting is here, because of Angelo and Anna, and with the support of all their Italian colleagues. But Angelo, not everyone in the audience would know Angelo, and I guess you could read it for yourselves, but I think I would like to say a few things about him. He was a wonderful person, and it's just very, very sad that he wasn't able to be here with us today. He was born in Milan, actually, in March 1939, and he had a number of roles in Italian psychiatry over the years. He was already a psychiatrist when the major reforms in Italy occurred in 1978 and was supportive of those. He worked in establishing the Association of Day Centres in Psychiatry and wrote the mental health plan or helped write it for the Lombardy region. So he's worked as a clinician, and I think he clearly was a visionary because he, together with Anna, developed the Programma 2000 here in Milan. It was the first early intervention program that we knew about, anyway, in Italy. And it catalyzed and supported the spread of similar platforms of research, like you heard from Mirella this morning, the Get Up program, and they've obviously worked very closely together. It's an amazing achievement, just listening to the scale of what you did this morning and what you presented this morning. And these things have really strengthened Italian psychiatry. I think that's very clear. In 2005, Angelo founded the Italian Association for Early Intervention in Psychosis, now known as the Italian Association of Early Intervention and Prevention in Mental Health. And it became a special branch of the Italian Society for Psychiatry. It organizes a biennial national conference, and I think I've been to one of those, yes. In recent years, Angelo had been strongly committed to the vision of another radical step in the a step in the reorganization of mental health services. And this was early intervention in serious mental illness, an unavoidable future. And I think from Bob's presentation, you can see it's getting pretty unavoidable because the momentum is really building. Now, earlier Angelo's sudden death, it did result in a real shockwave of sadness, and I think especially poignant because of the meeting being here. And so, his friends and colleagues were really deeply affected, and I read many of the tributes that were written about him and his nature as a kind, charming, cultured and thoughtful person. It just came through all these tributes that we saw. Very generous, very non-ego person, very, very patient. It's hard to really describe him. They're just cliches in a way, but it all came together with a very wonderful human being. So, our Italian colleagues, I think, will share a lot of memories of him today, and he will be very long remembered and respected within the mental health field, not just here in Italy, but from anyone around the world who had the privilege to know him. So, the IEPA felt strongly enough about him, and to actually create a new award. We have the Richard Wyatt Award, which will be presented tomorrow, but this one will continue for the foreseeable, for forever, as the IPA Special Award. And this award is intended to be given every 2 years at the conference to an individual who has made a significant contribution to the study or implementation of fidelity to an evidence-based model of early intervention for psychosis. And we're going to announce the award in a minute, but I just wonder if, Anna, you would like to say something first, or no?
It's difficult for me.
It's difficult for you, okay.
It's difficult for me to say something more than Pat said. But the majority of us knew Angelo very well. They remember well his charisma, his innovative vision, his strong determination, his kindness, his generosity. We shall all miss forever.
Okay, well, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you, Anna. So I can't think of anyone who's more fitting to actually receive this inaugural Angelo Cocchi Award than Professor Don Addington from Calgary in Canada. Don has been the person in our field who has really focused on this issue of fidelity. Anyone can put up a sign saying early intervention service, but making sure it actually is delivering the things that we have researched and produced evidence to support, making sure that service actually does those things is what this fidelity is all about. It's very, very important in terms of implementation and really making sure the people get the best outcomes they can. So Don has led internationally this movement to or this research movement to create the implementation science underpinning the fidelity to the treatments. And so it's with great pleasure that I invite him to come up and receive this award. And maybe Anna would.
So thank you very much for this award. It really means a great deal to me to receive it in this time and place. We've heard a lot about fidelity, implementation, performance measures, both in the Italian presentation and the US presentation that we heard today. The IEPA recognized the importance of this area of research 2 years ago and established an international task force, which has been mentioned. We are presenting this afternoon. So thank you very much to the IEPA, and I'm deeply honored. Thank you.
Okay, well, thank you, everybody. We might close this session now, and I think the poster session is next, and lunch. So thanks very much.